Thank you for choosing CTN. And now, it's time with Herman and Sharron.
I love you.
Hi, everybody.
Thank you so much for joining us. We have a couple of family members that join us.
I believe so, too, yes. They've been with us a long time.
One of them has been with us over 20 years, and the other one, she would have been a baby. But they both look like sisters, but one is actually the mother.
Yeah.
And
everybody will know who they are.
Yes.
I'm sure.
And this is a program that you that are watching, please take the number down, listen carefully to what we say, because often you will hear information, you will assess that information, and you will think, I need that. After the show is gone, you didn't write the number down. You didn't make it available. So get a pen and pencil, whatever. Information, we're going to give it to you, and write it down because you're going to want to know what we're talking about. Let me introduce Dee Simmons right
Hello.
there. There she is.
So good to see you guys.
All the way from Dallas, Texas.
And Deandra.
Hello, I'm glad to
young
be here
lady.
too.
Yeah, I mean,
Sidekick.
yeah.
Now, just so they do know, I am the mother.
Yes. Okay. We want to point that out. You are the mother.
Yes.
And you're the one that started this Ultimate Living.
Yes, 21 years ago.
Isn't
well,
that-
actually, 22.
Yeah.
22 years ago.
Yeah. And I thought we started right after.
You were probably at the very beginning of
Yeah.
television.
Yes.
Yes, you did.
Yes.
And Deandra at the time was not. She was living in
I was
another
4.
state.
Yeah.
No, hey kid, you're like getting ready to be 50. That's what I said.
I'm going with your analogy a minute ago.
You've got some great genes coming along.
That's right.
But the products that you have come up with,
Yes.
literally the people here will ask me, is that a good product? Now, I've used this, I'll wear it out, but their products are like a Rolls Royce. It's the top, okay? Yeah, you can, and everything they do. I mean, every product you have is
First class.
It's ultimate.
All the way.
Okay,
That's why
they've
it's
done a
called
lot of research.
Ultimate Living.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
And you have helped so many people
Oh, my goodness.
through the years,
Well,
too,
I think
Dee.
when you go through almost losing your life, like I did, it's been 31 years. Can you guys believe that? Having
no.
breast cancer, and I made someone came up to me yesterday in the airport, I believe, and said, "Why do you do what you do?" And I said, "Because when I survived cancer, I made a promise for the rest of my life I would help others." And of course, I didn't realize at that time, Sharron, it was going to be developing products that were effective, that could help keep
Because it helped you.
healthy.
That's right.
It changed my life.
But your husband, Glenn, you went all over the world.
All over the world, yes. And I had I'm so humble and thank God for this, but I had an unlimited budget to develop the products.
Yeah.
That makes a big difference.
You don't need to do this, but you
no.
do this because of your heart.
That's exactly right.
Seriously, I mean, it's amazing. Deandra,
Yes.
you're skinny.
Thank you. Did I shrink a little bit?
Yes, what's going on?
Well, we have a new weight loss product, and I got to be the guinea pig, so to speak, and try it out.
How much
And
did you lose?
I lost over 40 pounds. So, I mean, that is amazing.
Try to wake up on a Monday and say, I'm going to lose 40 pounds.
Wow.
And you know what's interesting is, Herman, is I kept it off because it's been over, I would say over a year and 3 months,
We were
4
doing the
months.
trial when we were
Yeah,
doing the
so
trial.
we did a trial a while ago, and I have kept the weight off consistently for a year. And my schedule is,
You are good.
My schedule is very crazy. I travel a lot. And it's hard to get in all the exercising and all the things that you want to do, especially of early mornings and late nights. And so I have continued to take the product, and the product works for me. And I was one of those people, we talked about this before, that has always had a weight problem. I mean, since I was a child. You know, my father was also, he had a weight problem. I mean, it's just in the family. My mother, of course, had the skinny jeans.
But I've lost 10
Yeah.
pounds.
But you have to work
But
on
in
it
general,
too.
you grew up being
Yeah.
tall.
Oh, yeah,
and thin,
I've always been thin.
until
Yeah.
she had cancer. She never ever had anything to do with weight, and then
Wow.
and then when she got older, but I was the one, always the fat. You know, I was kind of chubby as a child. I was cute with the chubby little cheeks,
Yeah.
but it was horrible. So I tried a lot of things, and I had lost weight and gained weight all through the years,
Yeah,
back
so
and
many
forth,
people
back
do
and forth.
that.
I mean, I was yo-yo. I was the typical yo-yo dieter. and doing liquid diets, trying the different formulas, and this finally came. Our lab said there's a new thing out there. We just got back from the show where they have the new ingredients, and why don't you try this? And I tried it, and now everyone in our office is on it, and they are so excited, and they feel full. They don't want to eat. They're not jittery. It works. I mean, if it can work for me, I'm telling you, I have tried everything in the world. It has been the hardest struggle of my life.
Well, the fact that you've kept it off as long as you have is a real good example.
I was going to bring up some video because you've been on the program a number of times.
Put it on before. I don't care.
Yeah, but I mean, she said, go ahead.
Wait, can I get up?
Yes,
can
go
they
ahead.
see me if I get up and take off my jacket?
Take off that
Is it
jacket.
going to be I'm going to be too risque if I take off my jacket.
No, this show can handle it. Wow, look at this.
Lost the weight.
Yeah.
40 pounds. Wow.
Now I'm not going to get up and do that.
Yeah.
I just trust me. I've lost 12 pounds on this. So
Have you really?
I really have.
Just have to trust you.
Goodness.
And the problem with that is your wardrobe. You have to buy a new wardrobe.
I went from a 12 to a 6, 12, 14 to a 6 maximum. I go between a 4 and a 6 now, sometimes a 2.
That's
Wow.
I mean, talk about wardrobe. I gave away, 200 pieces of Salvation Army, and now I just took another 200 pieces out of my closet.
Do you know that most people keep it just in case?
I'm not going back. Sorry. I'm not going back.
Okay, walk us through this because we have some visuals for the people watching.
Okay.
But obviously, this works right here. Tell us about it.
Well, I think that, like Deanna said, the ingredients that we had before, we had a farmer, we had another product at one time.
Right.
But I was telling Sharron, as things change, and we have such great laboratories. We have like 8 laboratories and great scientists. And so when new things come approachable for us, they come and say, oh, you've got to add this, you've got to add that. And when they began to talk about these new raw materials, ingredients that were really going to be effective, the one thing about this weight loss, I just want to point out, it's very important. Most weight loss products, and Sharron, you know this, make you kind of jittery.
Yeah.
And what happens? You don't sleep. Okay.
Right.
This helps you to sleep. And it's because of the ingredients that Deandra will go over with you. We have clinicals, we have so much on this product. And I can tell you, we haven't, it's on the market, it's just not come out. You guys are the first people to ever have this product.
Thank
we
you.
have a nice office staff. So everyone in our office, of course, wanted to lose weight.
Yeah.
So, the proof is in the pudding.
Absolutely.
So we gave it to all the different girls and some of our people that do computer work for us, and they all came back and said, we can't believe it. I was telling Deandra, one girl said, in 6 days, I lost 6 pounds. And this girl was a heavy.
Now, is this healthy for you, though?
Very healthy.
Because that's the next thing people are going to
Let me
ask.
ask you, Sharron Bailey, do you think Dee Simmons, a woman sitting
Sharron
here
Bailey.
that's had cancer, would take something that's not healthy?
No, I don't.
No.
But I'm just talking for the people viewing. They're all going, well,
And
that's
most
too
of
much
your
weight to
viewers-
lose.
Most of your viewers know us.
Yeah, they do.
We have a following.
You have
Yeah.
a following. Yes, I know that. So, Deandra, why don't you talk about how we put these things together?
Well, I was also going to say, back to your question, Sharron, I was just thinking of something. Well, having that 40 pounds on my body, I had joint issues, I had back issues, remember how I used to have all the back problems?
Yes.
We
Yes,
talked
you
about
did.
Nothing,
Yes.
none of that. No problems, no weight, anything on my joints, any of that pressure, that pain, it's all gone. I don't have to take anything. It just, as soon as the weight came off, and I believe it's when you lose, 5 pounds, it takes off, I don't know how many pounds of pressure off your, many pounds
Right.
on your joints. So for me, this is something, because I have broken my back. I didn't need the extra weight. Wow. So I feel great. I'm going to continue to take it. I can take it every day. I don't have to stop taking it, because if I'd stop.
You don't have to
no,
stop
I'm not
taking
stopping.
it?
I'm not going to stop it.
Because most of them you have to stop after a period of time.
No, I'm not going to stop, because it has antioxidants in there in the formula. It has ingredients that keep me, slim and trim and keep me from eating a lot of food. And that's the thing, is I like to eat. Okay, if I could have been a chef, that would have been my other dream job, and I'd probably be 400 pounds.
That's
okay,
right.
so glad I'm not a chef.
Because you're tall, you can carry that.
I don't know about that. But so we have in this product, just let me go back to some of the ingredients, and Mother and I can talk about them. So green coffee, I don't know if you've seen a lot of the doctors on television talk about green coffee.
True.
So we put green coffee in there, and it has a thermogenic effect. It also is a great antioxidant.
Wow.
And there's just something about before you roast the coffee beans, how it reacts in your body. And then after you roast them, it's a totally different, it turns into an acidic coffee.
Like chlorogenic, remember acid?
Chlorogenic acid is created from just the green beans, okay? It stabilizes blood sugar levels, helps with metabolism of fat. So we have the green coffee. The Garcinia, which a lot of products have, we still have that. That also helps with your mood. So I'm cranky when I don't eat. You know, my husband, you need to have an almond or something.
Give her some food.
Have an apple or something. So it helps with your mood. It boosts your metabolic rate, which is what we have. You know, at your resting metabolic rate, if you're not burning calories, you're not losing weight. So that's really important. So we do have that. The new ingredient is a pepper. It's called capsaicin. So there's lots of peppers. We had bioperin before in our old formula. Capsaicin is the new one. And it's a strand of pepper. It's not something that you would go out and just eat. And it doesn't cause you any kind of stomach upset.
None.
So our lab found this pepper, and it has a special patent, trademark, and everything on it. And they started doing the studies. And really with people that were overweight or obese. So BMI, their BMI was over 25.
Wow.
And those people really started to lose the adipose fat, which is that horrible, you know, you see a lot of times on TV, they take those big blocks of yellow, nasty fat.
Yes.
So you'll start losing the adipose fat. And then ketones, which are the rage nowadays, and they do work. The problem with me taking just the plain ketones is a lot of times they come in a powder and you put it in a drink. I am a person that doesn't do well with protein drinks and weight loss drinks and all that because I like to eat. So I like to chew. That sensation of chewing, I don't want to lose.
That's the way I am too. I like to
don't want to
chew.
not eat food, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
So we put the ketones in here, but I'm not having to drink a big drink because for me it may make me full, but it doesn't satisfy the feeling of eating something in my mouth.
Right.
There's
So-
a hormone, Deandra, in
Yeah.
that raspberry ketones that we use, that adaptogen. And what happens with that is it's a hormone that actually regulates your metabolism. See, you could take, like, I said something to one of the girls, she said, well, I'm just going to go to the store and buy that capsaicin. You can't do that. It's a patent. I mean,
It's brand new.
It's
I mean,
brand new.
brand
You
new.
can't, and it'll never be an ingredient alone. You have to know, it's like making a cake. You know, you've got to have the right ingredients to go together
Correct.
to make it come out. If you want to make a chocolate cake, you can't go in there and put coconut in it unless you want coconut in it. So that's the way, all these things together is what makes this product really, really work.
And you guys researched it to get to that place.
Let me ask you, we have researched for this new weight loss, we were talking about this earlier, for 4 years. Because we do not introduce, Herman, a product.
I know.
Unless it works. And we test it, and we test it, and we change it. Like we found out, well, like with the capsaicin, we knew it. We had to find out exactly the milligram, so it would let you sleep. And it's 3 milligrams. See, you can't, these people go to the store and they buy this, they buy that. Unless you know your milligrams, your micrograms, you understand all this, it doesn't work. So this product is effective, and I can honestly say, every person that's tried it, they've lost weight.
That
And
is
So
effective.
amazing.
how about somebody with diabetes?
Wonderful, because it regulates your blood sugars.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
Beautiful.
Yeah, regulate your blood sugars. That's what it stabilizes. See that green coffee, because like we were talking about earlier, Sharon, it hasn't been roasted. Okay, so that will stabilize your blood sugar levels.
And it also won't give you hypertension. That's the other thing. 'Cause a lot of these
Yeah.
products
that's great.
make you jittery,
nervous,
nervous,
yeah.
we talked about before,
That's right.
which can also affect other things. So this also will help reduce your blood pressure, which is great. So conversely, it reduces your blood pressure, which also makes you healthier. So that's the difference. And when Mother talks about that pepper, you've got to be careful how many milligrams you
yeah.
can take because there are side effects if you take too much of something. You have to have the right
You'll have
dosage.
a burning in your stomach. If
So-
you get too much of that capsaicin, you're going to have a digestive problem.
I know you guys are sticklers on when you say this amount, when you look at the back and you
Yes.
say that's
Yes.
in there,
Yes.
that's actually
Yes.
in there. When
Yes.
you go to a
You have no
store,
idea.
you have no idea.
You have no idea. You'd be
Because-
surprised how many things are made in garages. I mean, you know, we have you know what GMP is? Good manufacturing practices. Everything we make, that's the kind of lab we use, which is very similar if you went and your doctor gave you a prescription, say for penicillin or whatever. You know that's the real deal. You know that's a pharmaceutical grade.
Yes.
So when we make these, we do it with pharmaceutical grade. That's the difference. Does it cost us more? Absolutely it does. Let me tell you, it's got our name on it, Herman. And my husband's up in heaven now, and trust me, you don't think he's not still looking?
Wow.
He's still down there saying, you girls better use the very best. I told you, don't ever do
that's
anything.
right.
I met him. He's a stickler.
He's a stickler about
right.
it. First class.
That's right.
Now, we need to talk about, though, Deandra, what we need to do about the weight loss pack. It's very important.
I think they're gonna bring on the screen.
They're going to put it up. There it is, right there.
Yeah.
Okay, there's the weight loss pack. So all of your viewers are real familiar with Green Miracle.
Keep it on there for a while.
Keep it on for just a minute while I
Yeah.
talk about it. Green Miracle was really, to me, became a reality after I had cancer. Because after I had cancer, I had, read, I knew all about green foods, the phytonutrients. I knew how they work, how they worked. American Cancer came out and said about it. Everyone came out and said, Harvard did a report on it, you need green foods, you need phytonutrients.
Yeah, that's right.
So, people would say, well, I'm just going to eat my spinach. Well, it doesn't work that way. We have every green food you can imagine because Green Miracle is a miracle, and it became a reality because of my disease. So this was the first product that I made. It's a total food.
Wow.
So we had one hospital that bought this and gave this to their patients. That ones that could not eat, one lady called me and said we put it into the tube, actually for her stomach.
Wow.
Dave, can you put the number up while they're staring at that?
Yeah.
I need them to write the number down. Thank you so much.
So this has all the grasses in it that you need. It's got the wheatgrass, the barley grass, the spirulina, the chlorella, everything you need. We just didn't pick one or two. Again, we picked the ones that really work together. So this was my very first product. Now, another thing I want to point out, when I was going through this journey, there wasn't anything like Green Miracle. So I would go to the store, I would fill my basket full. I spent, and I'm telling you the truth, $2,000 a month on nutrients. And that may sound like, okay, but most people can't do that.
That's right.
And I remember saying to my husband, God really laid on my heart, I said, honey, when God heals me, I'm gonna make a product that is affordable and that's effective. And he said, what are you gonna do? I said, all that basket full I buy of all these green foods, I'm gonna put that in one container, and I'm going to call it Green Miracle because Green Miracle, in my opinion, is a miracle because it saved my life.
Well, everybody that we know
Tastes Green Miracle.
Well, I mean, because it's the most effective.
Oh yeah.
Because there's been other green stuff.
Many. There's a lot of green food.
Our son-in-law, David Anderson, who's pastor, Dr. David Anderson, he does a program with Herman here on the station. He changed his life, the Green Miracle.
Yes.
And he's
he
never
takes it every
been
day.
consistent about taking stuff because I don't need it. He's an athlete.
But he said his numbers were so much better when he went have his blood work
He
done.
had a doctor check and he's going, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That was it.
Yes, I have a cancer doctor I worked with in Dallas actually, and a lot of times the doctors do not want you to take things, and she saw how her patients really improved and said, take it, take it, take it. But Green Miracle, this is really, this is Ultimate Living.
Yes,
That's
it
how
is.
it started.
Yeah.
This was the only, you guys, because I was with you coming
Sure,
here.
a long
But we
time
have
ago.
changed the formula. We've improved the formula. When Deandra came along and went back to school and went to nutrition school, she learned and she said, Mom, we really need to add this. Again, guys, you don't drive the same car the rest of your life. Things work different.
Getting better.
You add things that are effective. And it's, why don't you talk a little bit about that, Deandra?
I got to go back. I remember when Deandra first came on, when you came on, and I was blown away. You had all the stats down.
Oh yeah, she's a stat person.
I mean, it was like, this is the first time she's been on here.
She's a stat person.
I still remember that day.
Well, we have all the green foods that you need. We have the barley grass, the wheatgrass. We also have the green kamut, which is basically the best green food you can have to build your immune system.
It's expensive, and that's why you don't see
And you
it
don't
a lot
find
of
it very
products.
often. And then we have the fruits and the vegetables. We have the mushrooms to build your immune system. So everything in there that you would need to really do a whole food product that's going to give you all the nutrition you need every day. Say you don't like to eat fruits and vegetables, we'll take this.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of, you shouldn't bypass fruits and vegetables,
Yeah.
but at least you're
No.
getting the nutrition that you're not going to be getting
But
because you're probably
that's
not
the way
eating
with
a healthy
Dr.
diet.
Anderson. See, he didn't like the fruits and vegetables and didn't eat them. So this is why it was so
And you know
good
what
for
I love
him.
to hear is it's not about what we say. You just gave me a
Yes.
testimony
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
know anything about.
yeah.
And
Yes.
that's what it is.
We get
It's
'em all
other
day.
people say it. So you know that it works because it's not, we can sit here and tell you all day long, this is our product and this is what we do and all this, but it's the testimonials by other people that use the product that really,
That's
you know.
right. That's right.
Okay, so
difference. And then we have the minerals, yes.
let's talk about the pack a little bit, Deandra. The basic pack, what everyone should do. I don't care what size you are. You need what we call, this is like a pack, a health pack. So you have your Green Miracle.
Each of those right
Each
there
of
on the
these.
screen.
Because what happens on this, okay, is because of, we need to know.
Yeah. We got about 7 minutes
About
left.
7 minutes, okay,
Yeah.
that's what I need to know. Okay, so when you mix this, it's very important you don't have anything acidic. A lot
Yeah.
of people are mixing it with orange juice. It's okay with apple juice, but we've done this delicious aloe papaya that you see on the screen, and that gives you, of course, it's got the little things that float around. That's the aloe. It's
Yeah.
called Nature's Silent Healer. It gives you extra vitamin C. It's wonderful. We give the ionic trace minerals,
It helps
which
the
are,
skin that you've got.
yes.
Right, the
Oh,
aloe
yeah.
and the ionic trace minerals. So the aloe also helps with digestion, so it's great. So you
Yes.
just need a little bit of an ounce, basically. The minerals are going to give you all the minerals that you need. All of our soil in this country is basically minerally depleted.
Yes.
So minerals have to be in your body in a certain balance to be able to be the catalyst for everything else to work. So very crucial. People do not get enough minerals today. So. And a lot of people say, well, those minerals don't taste so great. You know what I do? I take, and I put this together, okay? I take my minerals, and I do, all day long, I'll have a glass of water on my
Do you
desk.
really?
And
She
I take
does.
6 or 8 at a time, and I don't even notice it. And I just take my glass of water, because I'm going to take, 8 to 10 glasses of water a day. So I just get them all in throughout the day. So that way I don't say, oh, it tastes bitter or whatever. And I understand. I mean, lots of times being healthy is not exactly, the most, it's not going to taste like a soda pop or something. And either is being fashionable. Tim Gunn says being
That's why they're
fashionable should not be
destroying people's
comfortable.
body.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Clothes
really?
should not be comfortable. To look good, you don't need to be comfortable. You just need to look good, okay? It's the same thing with this situation, okay? It's not all going to taste fabulous, but it's going to make you feel good and make you healthy.
And give you energy. And everyone is mineral deficient. We know that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's very
I know.
easy. So we know that actually these trace minerals were another gift from God, because I did not have a mineral, because this is the mineral I wanted.
So you're saying, Deandra, you just put like a couple drops
Yes,
in
she
your
does it
water?
just like this all day long.
I do. I count around 6 to 8, and then I just do it all day long.
She does it
That
all
way
day.
I have them, and then
Okay.
that way they're going in, at
I see.
like a sustained
That's a
rate
good
all
idea.
day long, and I'm getting them all in. By the time I leave the office, I've had all my minerals for that day.
Good for you, Kendall.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and just a little bit at a time.
Now, the 800-827-5238. Believe it or not, we have people that are blind, so I'm giving that number so that they
That's
will
right.
write that down. 800-827-5238. Now, ordering the products as we see them on the screen, right? Can you put, there you go, Dave, thank you. What is the length of time that once they order them, they're going to get that product?
The length of time they're going to get them depends on where they are, but usually in 4 to 7 days, a week.
Okay.
Let's just say a week to
Very
be safe.
good.
Yeah, that's about
See,
right.
here's the deal. When you order a product, think about this, Sharron, you order something and it comes 6 weeks later and you thought, what is this? I forgot. I
remember that.
That's because they never had the product. Well,
Yeah.
see, we know these products work. We don't have to say, oh, well, we're going to order them if they do work. So we ship them. We get your order today. If you get it in by 1 o'clock, we ship it that day.
I can tell you from experience, because I order your product.
Yes,
and
I know you do.
It's, within the week, I always get them. So yeah, that's
Now,
right.
okay, you have the nicest people on the phone too.
They are nice.
They are
aren't
nice.
Yes.
I mean, it's not like I'm afraid
No.
to call
no,
this
no,
number.
no.
They're
we
wonderful
train them
people.
also. Here's the neat thing about it. We train them about the ingredients. I mean, every time we have a new product, like when Deandra had the new weight loss, we came out with it. She goes out and she says, okay, everybody's attention. We're going to turn the phones. We, direct them somewhere to go to our answering. And we teach, because it doesn't, you can't sit there and sell something. And they take the products.
We've heard comments back here about what you do with the people. I mean, that's important.
Yes.
If you don't have that, it's like going in a department store or whatever and having somebody say something, nasty to you. That
to have the
kills you for the rest of the day.
Yes.
And they do take the product, so they know that everybody, like I said, everybody in our office is taking this product now. So
Oh, you better believe
call
it.
in and ask about this product, they're going to know, and they're going to have their own personal testimony, which I think is much more important than somebody that owns a company that says. I mean, if somebody else, like you said, your son, correct, or your son-in-law, okay, it's his testimony.
Yeah.
People are going to believe that more than us, because we own the company.
Yeah,
But,
He did that without any asking.
And that's
we didn't ask
wonderful.
him.
I didn't even know that. You
We
just
didn't
told
even
me
ask
that.
him about it. When he had an examination, Doc, what are you doing? So I mean, that's when you want to really brag on
You
something.
go in and you have your annual examination, and that's when they're going to do all your lipids and all your blood work.
right.
I will guarantee you, they'll come out and say, "Oh my gosh!" Particularly people that have diabetes.
Yes.
You know, they watch for all those numbers.
Correct.
What have you? It's so funny. I have one guy that does my hair, and he said they always say, "What have you done?" You know, because I tuned him into this about 2 years ago. So it just makes such a major difference. Now, let's talk about why they need the pack, Deandra, because
We got about 3.5 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. We're going to do the weight loss because everybody wants to lose weight, but it's important that they're getting all these other nutrients.
Right, it's important that they're getting their green foods, and because we need the whole food nutrition,
right.
because you're not going to get it in your diet these days. The minerals, and then the aloe, which is really great for the digestion, people that have GERD, IBS, anything like that. It just really helps your digestion of your foods. And also the minerals, like I said, catalyst makes everything else in your body work. If you don't have minerals, if you're minerally deficient, that's where disease will start. So disease also starts in the colon. We also know that. We've talked about that before.
Right,
so
it does.
Great to clean
And
out.
I mean, so when they do order anything from our company, we send them the catalog.
Wow.
And you know, a lot of people send catalogs and you say, "Oh, what does this product do?" An explanation with what everything in the catalog, what we sell. And then we send, if you will send us your email address, we'll put you in our system and tell us when your birthday is. You don't have to tell us. I mean, I tell you I'm 77, but it doesn't matter. Just say, you know, my birthday's in May. So around the end of April, you're going to receive this little card in the mail. And guess what? All that month, you can buy as many of these products as you want to for 15% off. And you'd be surprised how many of your customers, they hold, "Oh, well, can I buy double?" Or they'll call the first of the month and they'll call back again the end of the month.
See, people watching, when you said 77, they go, "I'll buy the product right now." You mean, that's what it does. I've got the product right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, the next time we come back, we'll come back and visit with you, I'm sure, again, and we'll tell you about something that we know will make you look as young as I do.
I know.
But this is very important because it's all about educating people.
Yeah.
I don't want you to buy this product and not understand it.
Yeah.
I don't want you to buy any of my products unless you understand it.
This is not an infomercial. This is
No.
people that we know for
Years,
eons, okay?
years.
And that's the kind of people I want on the show. It's proven products. It's not like, you know, I hope it works out for you. This is actually the real deal, because what they say on the back, it's in there. It's actually there. And every time I go into a store, a vitamin shop or whatever, I will look at their thing, and it goes through my mind every time, because I've done so many of these over the years. And I'm looking, I said, I'd love to have a lab guy take this jar right now and analyze it and come back and tell me how much of what they say is in there is actually there. So this is your opportunity. Take that number down, 800-827-5238. Weight Loss Health Pack. Dave, let me see that one more time before we leave. There it is right there. Deandra, on the screen.
Yes.
If they get that, they're going to receive the results that you look like, right?
That's right, as long as they take it correctly. You have to keep taking it. That's the thing.
What is the cost? Do we have the cost of the whole pack on there?
The cost of the whole pack, they're going to have to get their
They're gonna have to
calculator
do
out.
that. Okay.
So what we're going to
Around
do?
135.
Yeah, around 135. She's quick on everything.
The phone operator will tell you.
Yeah, that's right. But we want you to realize that this ministry is made possible because of what you're doing right here. Do you know that? So every time you have the product and you purchase the product, you make our shows possible. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching It's Time. If you have recently made a decision for Christ, Herman and Sharron would like to hear from you.